start off taking a look at developments as they are playing out in Rivers State, at least for a start. And we're joined now by the Minister of Education, Wike. Morning, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's interesting because, I mean, looking at Rivers, you're an insider. You have a lot of background information. You know the governor better than some others who have commented on what's going on. And incidentally, your name has popped up in different scenarios about the development in Rivers. Tell us, what is going on?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity given for me to be able to explain to Nigerians actually what is happening and what is going on in Rivers State. Before this time, you know that Rivers State politically has been a very peaceful state. You've never had a crisis. Rivers State has never been polarized the way it has been polarized under the administration of the president governor of the state, that is Amaechi. And then you ask yourself, why such polarization that has led to the state where we are now? First of all, when you are given a mandate, and that mandate is given to you by the people, you must also do something that the people will want to, go along with you. And when you take a decision that people think is not convenient with them, that they are not part of that decision making, obviously is bound to have some crisis, and that's what is happening in Rivers State today, based on the decision that the governor of the state has taken to lead Rivers State to an opposition, which has not happened since 1967 that Rivers State was created. And politically, Rivers State has never played an opposition politics.
Yeah, but even before he moved to the APC, there's always been one sort of crisis or the other.
Of course, you could see the step taken. There are processes showing that he was going to go to the opposition party.
The question is why? I mean, if he could realize his ambition within the ruling party, why should he move to the opposition party?
Well, first of all, you see, he has a style of administration where he thinks that everybody must go along with him. And if nobody goes along with him, that impunity is there. And the people are saying that, listen, we can't go along with you. The way you conduct the affairs of the state is not acceptable to us. We have a right to decide where we want to belong to. And so if you have decided to go along this area, which is not convenient to us as a people, having known our culture and our history, that we don't think we have to go along with you. But he wants to impose that on the people, and so you have to see reactions.
What is really going on between you and the governor? Because the story and the vibe we get is that you were friends, you were associates. So how did we get into this state we are in?
Well, of course, you do know that you may be friends, but you may disagree politically. And we have disagreed politically. His political belief now may not be the same with my own political belief. Right from time I've been in PDP. All my political growth has been in PDP. I was one-time council chairman for 2 terms in Obiabo local government, and I've been a chief of staff under PDP. So what is that that's going to make me not to leave the party that have brought me politically? There are crises everywhere, even in your family. It's the ability to resolve that crisis internally.
Did you try to resolve this particular issue?
First of all, look at what happened in Rivers State. If we can, a chronicle.
Well, go ahead then.
There are some party crises. Who is the chairman of the party? He felt that his own chairman of the party is the legitimate chairman and the executive members.
That's
Wike. And some other person said, no,
Excuse me.
I'm the legitimate chairman. But I'm not going to fight this by being violent. I'm going to go to court. That is Felix Amaechi Obua. He now went to court. Having gone to court, the governor, to tell you the style of administration, declared that his hotel should be used to build school, and he had revoked the CFO of the hotel.
That's Mr. Obua?
Yes. Simply because he went to court. And we said, that is not democracy. If somebody feels that he will go to court to realize or get back his mandate, you should encourage him instead of being violent. And having done that, the next thing the government could do by intimidating the young man is to say, I revoke your CFO without no process. And of course, people said, no, you can't do this. People have to go to court. And the court gave an injunction. You can't do this. That is one. Two, when the court gave judgment in favor of the same Obua. What did the governor do? He felt that as a minister I supported Obua. I have a right to support him, just like he was supporting Wike. The next thing he did after 2 days, dissolved my local government council. What had the council got to do with issue of the executive members of the party?
I thought he said that the Local Government Act of 2012 gives him the power to dissolve the local government.
That's not correct. But the due process must be followed. He said he did not dissolve, but rather all the legislators and the chairman and his vice are all sacked. What has led to that? Now he now tells you that, oh, it is the assembly that did that. That there was a petition. Which petition was that? Was the chairman giving any notice of any petition? Was he called to come and air his views if I thought there was any petition? Just because the court gave judgment, sacking the GUIK-led ESCO, and that it is Obua-led ESCO that is the legitimate ESCO of the party. Then, vendetta. Let's dissolve the council. Having dissolved the council, it will affect the minister. How will it affect me?
Yeah, but let's just go back a little in history, because I've also read an interview you granted in the past where you talked about how you helped the governor to be who he is today, and your relationship with him, and that you thought that he was trying to get rid of you. That was why he nominated you to be minister, instead of somebody else who had already been nominated before. I mean, his name was literally pulled out and your name was put in. Some people say that is not what enemies do to enemies. That's what friends do for friends. So where did everything begin to get sour between yourself and the governor?
That is not correct. I can tell you that within the system, we came into office 2007. And as of 2009 going to 2010, I saw the politics internally. And then I called my friends, look, I don't think it will be proper for me to continue to stay here. I have to leave. And so we decided, how do I do it? And I didn't know that the governor had decided in his succession plan that he was going to get rid of some certain people. That such people, including myself, are becoming too powerful in the state, according to his own estimation. I decided to run for Senate. Before I decided to run for Senate, Mr. Peter Sandakuku has come to my house to tell me that the governor feels that I should run for Senate. I said, how? When did that discussion start? Are there meetings going on that I didn't know about it? So, I kept quiet, and I sent a close friend of the governor to him to really find out, to confirm what Dakuku Peter said informed me. And his friend went to him, and he said, yes, he's encouraging that I should run for Senate. Then something occurred to me. Something must be going on. I started pursuing the ambition of Senate. Just sometime, a day to collection of funds in the midnight, the governor summoned me, summoned the then party chairman, GUIK, Senator Magnus Abe, and some other people.
Sorry, what year was this?
This was 2010 to 11.
Okay, it was the 2011
Yes,
elections.
yes. So, he then decided, look, he has fought the wife of the president. They have had problems, and he doesn't want to have any further problem with her. I said, what has that got to do with my ambition? He said I should run for Senate, even though you've not told me directly, but you've told people around you. He said that is his decision.
So that was, he's had problems with the wife of the president
before
from as far back as
yes,
2010.
Of course.
Okay.
So I said, okay, if that will make you comfortable. But unknown to me, that somebody will have gone back to him to say, listen, but if you allow the chief of staff to run for Senate, it means that by 2015, you may not have something doing. As at that time, he has not become the chairman of governors forum, because he became the chairman of governors forum after the 2011 election. So I said, there's no need for me to run the Senate. I kept quiet. I allowed things to go on. And appointed me the director general of the campaign, and which I handled very well.
His own campaign?
Yes, his own campaign. I was the director general of the campaign. So, I handled the campaign, and everybody was happy. Now, when he now became the governor, when he now became the chairman of Governors Forum, he now realized, according to him, the powers and the influence he may wear as chairman of Governors Forum. So the issue of going to Senate was no longer there.
For him or for you?
For him.
Okay.
Before he became chairman of Governors Forum, his ambition first was to go to Senate by truncating, since we're for the same senatorial district. Because if I go by 2011, and which will end by 2015, there's a tendency that I want to seek for a second tenure. And what position would he be running for? Therefore, stop him. But when he now became the chairman of Governors Forum, he realized that, look, with the influence I wield as the chairman of Governors Forum, it could be beyond being a senator. So let me use that forum to organize myself politically and be relevant nationally.